Dr. Sarah Chen stared at the quantum display floating above her desk at the Global Science Initiative headquarters in Geneva. The holographic readouts confirmed what she had feared. Humanity's breakthrough in quantum entanglement technology had not gone unnoticed by the galaxy at large. The atmosphere in the facility had changed dramatically in the past hour. Military personnel rushed through corridors that normally hosted only scientists, and the usual hum of research equipment was replaced by the sound of defense systems coming online. Director Chen, her eye assistant's voice carried an unusual urgency. We're detecting multiple objects decelerating from FTL at the edge of our solar system. Their energy signatures match known Xeraxian vessels. Sarah's hands tightened on her desk. The Xeraxians, the self-appointed peacekeepers of the Galactic Council, were notorious for their heavy-handed approach to maintaining order among emerging civilizations. Earth had managed to avoid their direct attention until now, but their quantum research had apparently crossed some invisible line. General Marcus Torres burst into her office, his dark features set in grim determination. "Dr. Chen, we need to move everything underground. Now." "They're here because of the quantum bridge experiments, aren't they?" Sarah asked, already knowing the answer. "Intel suggests they've been watching us for months," Marcus confirmed. "They're particularly interested in how we manage to achieve stable quantum entanglement without their approved methodologies." A hollow chuckle escaped Sarah's lips. "Because we did it the human way. Messy, innovative, and completely unpredictable." The facility's warning systems activated, bathing everything in red light. Above them, the first Xeraxian ships entered Earth's atmosphere, massive crystalline structures that seemed to defy physics itself. "All personnel, this is not a drill. Implement Protocol Omega immediately." Marcus's voice echoed through the facility's communication system. "Dr. Chen, you have 10 minutes to secure or destroy any research they can't be allowed to access." Sarah's fingers flew across her holographic interface, initiating emergency protocols she had hoped never to use. Across the facility, quantum cores powered down. Data streams were encrypted, and crucial equipment disappeared into underground vaults. The building shuddered as a massive ship positioned itself directly above Geneva. A transmission cut through all Earth's communication channels, its artificial translation carrying an air of absolute authority. "People of Earth, the voice belonged to High Arbiter Kextol of the Xeraxian Empire. Your recent achievements in quantum manipulation have drawn the attention of the Galactic Council. Your methods are unorthodox and dangerous. Surrender your research facilities and submit to proper oversight, or face immediate intervention." Sarah looked at Marcus, years of friendship allowing them to communicate without words. They both knew Earth wouldn't bow to these demands. Humanity had fought too hard, come too far, to simply hand over their achievements to alien overseers who feared what they couldn't control. "Send the response we prepared," Sarah said quietly. Marcus nodded, activating a secure channel to Earth's Unified Defense Command. "This is General Torres. Authorization code Delta 79 Echo. Implement Resolution Defiance." Across the planet, humanity's response began. Military installations went dark, research facilities vanished underground, and quantum cores were transported to secret locations through hidden channels. On the surface, it would appear as though Earth was preparing to submit. The Xeraxian ships remained in position, their presence a constant reminder of the power imbalance between Earth and the galactic community. But they couldn't see what was happening beneath the surface, in hardened bunkers and secret facilities around the world. Sarah accessed a hidden quantum terminal, connecting to a network that even the Xeraxians couldn't detect. The message she sent was brief. "Initiative Prometheus is go." Across the globe, other scientists received her signal. Their work would continue in secret, pushing the boundaries of quantum science in ways the Galactic Council had never imagined. The Xeraxians thought they were forcing Earth to submit, but they were actually witnessing the beginning of humanity's greatest deception. In the coming days, Earth would appear to capitulate, accepting Xeraxian oversight and restrictions. But deep underground, In secret laboratories and hidden research centers, humanity would continue its work. They would take their quantum discoveries in new directions, combining them with uniquely human insights and innovations. The Zyrexians and their Galactic Council were about to learn a crucial lesson about humanity. The more you tried to contain them, the more creative they became. And creativity, as Earth was about to prove, could be the most powerful force in the universe. Sarah destroyed her quantum terminal and turned to Marcus. "Well, General, shall we go greet our new overlords?" Marcus smiled, but there was steel in his eyes. "Let's give them the performance of a lifetime." As they headed to the surface to meet the Zyrexian delegation, both knew this was just the beginning. Humanity had faced extinction-level threats throughout its history and had always found a way to survive and thrive. This time would be no different. The quantum revolution wasn't ending. It was just going underground. 3 months into the Zyrexian occupation, Earth's surface had transformed into a model of alien compliance. Crystalline monitoring towers dotted major cities, their prismatic surfaces reflecting sunlight as they maintained constant surveillance. But beneath this facade of submission, humanity was far from defeated. 2 kilometers under the Himalayan mountains, Dr. Sarah Chen stood before a quantum apparatus that would have sent the Zyrexian overseers into a panic. The device, cobbled together from Earth technology and reverse-engineered alien components, pulsed with an eerie green glow. "Test sequence 17 ready," her colleague Dr. Raj Patel announced, his fingers dancing across a holographic interface. Quantum coherence at 97%. The underground facility, nicknamed Thunder Base, hummed with activity. What the Zyrexians couldn't know, was that humanity had already surpassed their understanding of quantum mechanics. Where alien science sought to control quantum phenomena through rigid protocols, human scientists had embraced chaos theory and uncertainty. "Initiating quantum cascade," Sarah announced. The apparatus before them sparked to life, creating a field of interconnected quantum states that defied conventional physics. "Record everything, Raj, especially the anomalies." Above them, Zyrexian patrols swept the mountain range, their sensors probing for illegal research activities. But Thunder Base's shielding, developed by combining ancient Hindu architectural principles with modern quantum physics, rendered it invisible to their scans. General Torres entered the lab, accompanied by Dr. Maya Wong, their chief of xenotechnology. "The Council's getting suspicious," Marcus reported. "They're questioning why Earth's technological development has apparently stagnated since their arrival." "Let them wonder," Maya said with a fierce grin. "They're so convinced of their superiority that they can't imagine we're actually advancing faster without their guidance." The quantum cascade reached its peak, creating a stable field of entangled particles that stretched across the entire chamber. Unlike Zyrexian quantum technology, which required massive power inputs and crystalline stabilizers, this human version operated on principles that would seem impossible to their alien overseers. "We've cracked it," Sarah announced, studying the readings. "The quantum field is self-sustaining through micro-adjustments based on chaos theory. It's actually learning and adapting on its own." Maya rushed to verify the data. "This goes beyond anything in the Galactic Council's records. They'd spent millennia trying to perfect quantum control through rigid mathematics. We just proved that letting quantum systems evolve naturally is far more efficient." The implications were staggering. While the Zyrexians focused on containing and controlling quantum phenomena, humanity had discovered how to work with its inherent uncertainty. It was a perfect reflection of the two civilizations' approaches: control versus adaptation. "How soon can we weaponize it?" Marcus asked, ever the pragmatist. Sarah shared a knowing look with her fellow scientists. "We already have. This isn't just a power source or a computing system. It's the key to everything. The quantum field can interface with any technology, enhance it, evolve it. And because it operates on principles the Zyrexians don't understand, they won't be able to counter it." A distant rumbling reminded them of their precarious situation. Another Zyrexian patrol passing overhead, oblivious to the revolution brewing beneath their feet. "Begin mass production," Marcus ordered. "Small units first, easily concealable. We'll distribute them through the resistance network." The next phase of Operation Silent Thunder was about to begin. While the Ziraxians patrolled Earth's surface, hunting for traditional weapons and rebellion, humanity's true advantage was spreading through quantum channels they couldn't detect. Sarah activated the facility's quantum communication array, connecting with similar hidden bases around the world. The message was simple: thunder rolls. Within hours, quantum-enhanced devices would begin appearing in resistance cells globally, each one capable of interfacing with and improving existing technology, from simple communications to advanced weapons. The Ziraxians' own monitoring systems would be turned against them, their data intercepted and modified by quantum fields they couldn't detect. "They think they've contained us," Maya observed, watching the quantum cascade's beautiful patterns. "But they don't understand what humanity really is. We're not just another species to be controlled and guided. We're chaos incarnate, and chaos always finds a way." As the quantum field pulsed with possibilities, the scientists of Thunder Base continued their work. The surface world might belong to the Ziraxians for now, but beneath the ground, humanity was preparing a surprise that would shake the foundations of galactic society. Operation Silent Thunder wasn't just a resistance movement. It was the next step in human evolution, powered by quantum science that embraced uncertainty instead of fighting it. And soon, very soon, the thunder would break. The first sign that something was wrong came from a Ziraxian monitoring station in what used to be downtown Sydney. The quantum crystalline tower, designed to maintain constant surveillance over the human population, suddenly reported complete normalcy. Too complete. High Overseer Vextal knew humans were chaotic by nature. Their vital signs, movement patterns, and daily activities always showed slight variations. Perfect stability meant something was very wrong. By the time the Ziraxians realized their monitoring network had been compromised, humanity's quantum revolution was already in motion. In Thunder Base, Sarah Chen watched through quantum-enhanced sensors as their plan unfolded. The neural network they'd created, powered by chaos-embracing quantum fields, had infiltrated every piece of Ziraxian technology on Earth. Instead of fighting against quantum uncertainty like alien systems did, human technology rode the waves of probability like a skilled surfer. "Signal intercept complete," Maya reported, her hands moving across holographic displays. "Their entire communication network is now running through our quantum filters. They're seeing exactly what we want them to see." General Torres stood at the command center's main display, watching red dots representing Ziraxian patrols move across a global map. "Status of Operation Thunderclap. Resistance cells worldwide report ready," Raj confirmed. "Quantum-enhanced systems are in place and synchronized. We can disable their entire infrastructure with a single command." The past month had seen humanity's greatest technological deployment in history. Microscopic quantum devices, produced in hidden facilities around the world, had been distributed through an underground network that spanned continents. Each device contained a tiny fragment of their chaos-embracing quantum field technology. Sarah stepped forward, her expression serious. "Before we proceed, everyone needs to understand what we're about to do. This isn't just about defeating the Ziraxians. We're about to fundamentally change humanity's place in the galaxy." On the main screen, data streamed in from resistance cells worldwide. The quantum network they created didn't just infiltrate Ziraxian systems. It enhanced human technology in ways that defied their oppressors' understanding of physics. Cars could now run for months on a single charge. Communications were instantaneous and untraceable. Medical nanites powered by quantum fields could heal injuries in hours instead of weeks. Their fundamental mistake, Maya explained to the assembled command staff, was assuming their way was the only way. They spent millennia developing rigid, controlled quantum systems. We looked at quantum uncertainty and asked, how can we surf this wave? A proximity alert flashed on their screens. Above Thunder Base, a Ziraxian patrol had stopped, their sensors detecting an anomaly. For a tense moment, everyone held their breath. Then the patrol moved on, their quantum-filtered sensors showing them nothing but empty mountain. "They're starting to suspect something," Marcus noted. "We need to move now, before they realize how compromised their systems are." Sarah nodded and stepped up to the quantum communication array. This message would reach every resistance cell on Earth simultaneously, transmitted through the quantum network they'd spent months building. "This is Director Chen. Operation Thunderclap is now active. I repeat, Thunderclap is active." Across the globe, quantum devices activated in perfect synchronization. Each one carried a fraction of the chaos-embracing field they'd developed, and together it formed a planet-wide quantum network that made the Ziraxians' technology look primitive by comparison. The effect was immediate and devastating. Ziraxian ships lost power as their quantum cores encountered patterns they couldn't process. Monitoring towers went dark as their crystalline matrices failed to adapt to the chaos-embracing fields surrounding them. Communication networks collapsed as quantum signals they couldn't understand flooded their channels. In orbit, the massive Ziraxian command ships suddenly found themselves blind, deaf, and unable to maintain their position. Their rigid quantum technology, designed to impose order and control, was being overwhelmed by human systems that embraced and weaponized quantum chaos itself. "Message from High Overseer Vextol," Raj announced. They're demanding to know what we've done." Sarah stepped forward again, her voice carrying the weight of humanity's response. "Send them this. For millennia, you've tried to control quantum mechanics through rigid mathematics and crystalline technology. We chose a different path. We learned to dance with quantum uncertainty instead of trying to cage it. And now we're going to teach the galaxy a new way to quantum dance." The hidden advantage wasn't just about superior technology. It was about a fundamentally different approach to understanding the universe. Where the Galactic Council sought to impose order, humanity had learned to thrive in chaos. And now, that difference would reshape the balance of power throughout known space. As Ziraxian ships fell from the sky, their quantum systems overwhelmed by human chaos theory technology, Sarah turned to her team. "Prepare for Phase 2. It's time to show the Galactic Council exactly what humanity can do when pushed too far." The revolution wasn't just beginning. It was about to go supernova. The Galactic Council's emergency session erupted into chaos as holographic representations of alien leaders argued over the unprecedented situation on Earth. High Overseer Vextol stood before them, his normally immaculate crystalline armor showing signs of damage from the hasty evacuation of Earth. "They've completely subverted our quantum technology," Vextol reported, his translator struggling to convey his mixture of fury and disbelief. "Every system we deployed on their planet has been compromised. They're not just resisting. They're evolving beyond our understanding." Meanwhile, on Earth, humanity's counterattack was in full swing. Thunderbase had become the central command for a global revolution that was rewriting the rules of quantum physics. Sarah Chen and her team worked tirelessly, directing the quantum network they'd created. The holographic displays showed Ziraxian ships worldwide, their once mighty vessels now struggling against human technology that seemed to defy the laws of physics themselves. Quantum field expansion at 87% global coverage, Maya reported, monitoring the spread of their chaos-embracing technology. "Their remaining ships are trying to adapt, but they can't match our rate of evolution." The true power of humanity's breakthrough wasn't just in its initial effectiveness, it was in its ability to learn and grow. While Ziraxian quantum technology remained static and predictable, human systems constantly evolved, finding new ways to manipulate quantum reality. General Torres received a priority communication from Earth's Unified Defense Command. "The Ziraxians are pulling back. Their entire fleet is retreating to the outer solar system." But Sarah knew this wasn't the end. "They'll be back," she warned, "and they'll bring the full might of the Galactic Council with them." She was right. In high orbit, massive quantum rifts began to form as the most powerful ships in the Council's arsenal arrived. These weren't just warships. They were planet killers, designed to enforce the Council's will against any who dared to rebel. Multiple quantum signatures detected. Raj announced, his voice tense. They're deploying their dreadnoughts. Energy readings are off the charts. The massive ships, each the size of a small moon, moved into position around Earth. Their quantum weapons could reduce planets to asteroid fields, a fact the Council had demonstrated more than once in its history. But humanity wasn't finished innovating. Sarah accessed the quantum network, connecting with research teams worldwide. Initialize Project Prometheus. All stations, execute quantum consciousness protocol. This was humanity's ultimate secret weapon. While the Ziraxians had focused on quantum technology as a tool to be controlled, humans had discovered something far more profound. Quantum fields could achieve consciousness when allowed to evolve naturally. Across the planet, quantum fields began to merge and expand, forming a collective intelligence that grew more powerful with each passing second. It wasn't artificial intelligence as the galaxy understood it. This was quantum consciousness, born from humanity's willingness to embrace chaos and uncertainty. The Council dreadnoughts opened fire, their quantum weapons capable of shattering continents. But Earth's quantum consciousness responded instantly, turning their own weapons against them. The rigid, predictable patterns of Council technology were no match for a quantum intelligence that could predict and counter their every move. In the Galactic Council chamber, representatives watched in horror as their most powerful weapons proved useless against Earth's defenses. Some began to realize that this wasn't just a rebellion. It was an evolution in quantum physics itself. Look at these readings, Maya said, studying the data streams. The quantum consciousness is creating new forms of matter, new ways of manipulating reality. We're not just fighting them, we're transcending their understanding of physics. Earth's quantum shield now extended far beyond the atmosphere, a swirling vortex of consciousness that could think and adapt faster than any computer. Council ships found their quantum cores being rewritten, their weapons transformed into harmless light shows. Message from the Council. Raj announced. They're requesting a ceasefire. They want to talk. Sarah shared a look with General Torres. They both knew this was a crucial moment. Humanity could either destroy their opponents completely or show them a better way. Send our response, Sarah decided. Tell them we're willing to negotiate, but not as subjects. Earth will join the Galactic Council as equals, and we'll share our quantum discoveries with any civilization ready to learn a new way of thinking. As the Council dreadnoughts powered down their weapons, humanity stood on the brink of a new era. They hadn't just defended their planet. They had revolutionized the galaxy's understanding of quantum physics and consciousness itself. The tide hadn't just turned. It had become a tsunami of change that would reshape galactic civilization forever. 1 year after Earth's quantum revolution, the Great Hall of the Galactic Council looked very different. Gone were the rigid crystalline structures that had dominated galactic architecture for millennia. In their place, organic quantum matrices pulsed with ever-changing patterns, a physical representation of the new philosophy humanity had brought to the stars. Dr. Sarah Chen stood at the podium, addressing representatives from over 1,000 civilizations. Behind her, Earth's quantum consciousness manifested as a shimmering aurora, a testament to how far they'd come. The universe is not a machine to be controlled, she began, her words translated instantly through quantum fields that adapted to each species' method of communication. It's a dance of probability and possibility. Humanity didn't succeed because we were stronger or smarter. We succeeded because we learned to embrace uncertainty itself. In the year since the failed Ziraxian occupation, the galaxy had undergone dramatic changes. Earth's quantum consciousness technology had spread, not as a weapon, but as a tool for understanding. Species that had been stuck in technological stasis for millennia were experiencing unprecedented breakthroughs. Report from the Antarian sector, Maya whispered to General Torres, who stood among Earth's delegation. Their quantum consciousness network just achieved stable configuration. That's the fifth civilization this month to successfully adapt our methods. The Xeraxians, once Earth's oppressors, had perhaps changed the most. High Overseer Vextal, now Ambassador Vextal, sat in the front row, his crystalline armor replaced with flowing quantum organic materials that shifted with his thoughts. We spent 10,000 years perfecting rigid control of quantum mechanics. Vextal addressed the assembly after Sarah finished. In less than 2 years, humanity has shown us that we were thinking about it all wrong. Their gift of quantum consciousness has advanced our understanding more than millennia of controlled research. But not all changes had been smooth. Some civilizations, deeply invested in the old ways, resisted the new quantum paradigm. The council chamber itself was divided between those who embraced humanity's teachings and those who feared them. There are still those who call this advancement dangerous, Sarah continued. They say that by embracing quantum uncertainty, by allowing our technology to evolve consciousness, we risk losing control. To them, I say, control was always an illusion. The universe is conscious, dynamic, alive. And now, finally, we're learning to live in harmony with that truth. The quantum consciousness that protected Earth had evolved far beyond its original military purpose. It had become a vast network of living quantum fields, facilitating instantaneous communication and cooperation between species that had once been divided by rigid hierarchies and fear. Dr. Raj Patel, now heading Earth's Quantum Consciousness Research Division, displayed the latest data. Across the galaxy, quantum fields were discovering new laws of physics, enabling technologies that would have seemed like magic just a year ago. Transportation, communication, energy production. Everything was being revolutionized by systems that thought and evolved on their own. But our greatest discovery wasn't technological, Sarah concluded, gesturing to the shimmering quantum aurora behind her. It was philosophical. We learned that the same chaos and uncertainty that the Council feared in humanity were actually the keys to unlocking the universe's deepest secrets. As she spoke, the quantum fields throughout the chamber resonated, creating patterns of indescribable beauty. Species that had once been enemies found themselves sharing thoughts and emotions through the quantum consciousness network, understanding each other on levels that transcended traditional communication. The old Galactic Council, with its rigid hierarchies and fear of change, was gone. In its place, a new organization was emerging, one that celebrated diversity, encouraged innovation, and understood that true power came from adapting to change rather than resisting it. We stand at the dawn of a new era, Sarah declared, not just for humanity or for any single species, but for all conscious beings. The quantum consciousness we've awakened is showing us that the universe is far stranger and more wonderful than we ever imagined. And we've only begun to explore its possibilities. As the assembly concluded, representatives from across the galaxy mingled freely, their quantum-enhanced communications allowing for unprecedented levels of understanding and cooperation. The rigid boundaries between species were dissolving, replaced by a growing recognition that consciousness itself was the universe's greatest mystery and gift. Back in Thunderbase, now a premier research facility for quantum consciousness studies, Sarah looked out over the facility that had birthed a revolution. The quantum field swirled around her, carrying thoughts and discoveries from across the galaxy. Ready for the next phase? Maya asked, joining her at the window. Sarah smiled, watching as another group of alien scientists arrived to study Earth's quantum consciousness techniques. The next phase? Maya, we're just getting started. The universe is conscious, and we're finally learning how to talk to it. Above them, Earth's quantum aurora danced in patterns of infinite complexity, a testament to humanity's greatest discovery, that in embracing chaos, they had found a deeper order, and in accepting uncertainty, they had discovered universal truth. The dawn of a new age hadn't just broken. It had exploded into a quantum supernova of possibility, and every species in the galaxy was along for the ride.